Hey everyone, welcome to another Genshin Impact video, and today is the 3.3 live stream. So we're going to be seeing what's coming up ahead. Obviously, I'm super excited for not only Scaramouche, but also Faruzan, who did not know initially. Of course, Scaramouche has been someone who's been built up for the past 2 years, so he's a big deal. And also Faruzan's awesome, because I love animo units. But outside of that, a few live stream complications. So I was set to go, and then it just auto-started. So I had to use someone else's stream. So thank you to Cat with the Blue Hat, also another Genshin content creator on this platform, for restreaming it. So yeah, without further ado, I don't really have anything else to say except for I'm really excited for Scaramouche. But yeah, let's get started.
I bet you didn't waste any time as soon as you heard that Inazuma was organizing a test of courage event, right? Huh?
I think we
know
missed
you.
something.
Oh, what am I doing? Well, obviously I'm here scouting out the place. I've been investigating the area and I've already figured out all the plans for the event. Of course, I can tell you all the details. We're practically family.
I think here, let me. We'll just stick with it. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll just stick with it. I think it doesn't really matter.
I'm Max Middleman, and this is the Genshin Impact version 3.3 special
Max
program.
Middleton.
Let's roll the version 3.3 trailer.
Let's go. I'm so excited. What are we gonna see? Ooh, spooky.
A friendly word of advice.
Oh.
Test of courage events tend to give rise to a variety of strange rumors and stories.
Oh.
So
What's
please,
that?
be sure to exercise caution.
Oh! Oh my goodness.
How was that? Were you scared?
Yeah, that scared me. Oh my god.
Who goes there?
Goro.
So, is there really a ghost
Yoimiya.
around here? Why this time I have a feeling that it's staring right at us?
What is this? Oh.
Talking
Spook.
to me.
Got ghosts up in here. Dottore!
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
Oh.
From this day forth, Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist.
Oh.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
What are you doing, Dottore?
Dottore.
I did not expect Dottore to be this tall. Oh.
Dottore! In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Hey, there he is. Oh wow, he has the what's it called? He has a Sumeru Animo vision. It's not Inazuma. Woo! Look at him go. Oh, he's flying, dude.
You dare
Dude, he's...
gaze upon me?
Whoa! Destroying that assassin. Faruzan! Tsune Miku!
Dare to mess with me?
Yes. Stringless, I think. That's not stringless, is it? I can't tell.
Too late for regret. Have fun with
Super
this
excited
gift.
for her as soon as they announced her and they said that, she'd be doing something animo. Oh!
Scaramouche, the mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
Interesting! I did not expect to see Dottore in this quest. Although I guess I don't know, huh? Weird. Okay, not too much to pick up from that, except for the Dottore. That's definitely a surprise, because I thought we would just be hanging out with Scaramouche, but I guess not. And we also saw a detailed Irminsul tree, so that's super cool in game. Not in animation. We're just gonna jump right past this. A new keyboard. It's gonna sound really clicky.
Sarah Miller.
Ah.
Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.3
Oh, look at
special
him.
program. I'm your host, Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine in Genshin Impact. And today
Actually
I'm
got
joined
Lumine.
by
It's crazy.
Max, the one and
It's been a
only
minute since we've had Lumine
middleman,
in one of these.
voice of the one and only Arataki
Ataki Ito, yeah.
And I'm Patrick Pedraza, voice of the Wanderer.
My man had
But
to
up until
hide
now,
from Twitter.
travelers have only known me as Scaramouche, and everyone's been battling me in the game lately.
Yeah, that's true. But
It's
to
too
be fair,
bad, like
it's a really cool fight.
he has a
It's
new
a
name and
really cool
everything,
fight.
but like
Yeah,
everyone's still
I
gonna
know.
call him Scaramouche.
Anyway, I'm super excited to have the chance to share some upcoming content with everyone. What did
That
you all
art
think
goes
about
so
that
hard.
trailer?
That looks really good.
Okay, so I definitely saw Irminsul in there, and I am really
Irminsul
excited to
tree.
find out more about it.
Yeah, that trailer had everything. It had everything.
This is gonna be a
It
really good
had,
story quest, especially now that I know that Tori's actually gonna be in it.
drama. It was lighthearted in places, but it was dramatic.
He said he left Ina's. He said he left Sumeru
Dude, I'm
twice,
just
but I
super
see he's
stoked
gonna
for
leave
everyone
3
to see
times.
Scaramouche's like backstory. Oh,
Yes.
I'm super excited about it for reals.
Heck yeah.
Well, speaking of that, following the story's development, Scaramouche is still in Nahida's custody. So I bet the question everyone's wanting to know is how he'll become the Wanderer.
Yeah, for sure. And there's quite a story behind that. If you're interested, then be sure to play through the Archon.
Oh, we're gonna be
Interlude
playing
chapter
that. Don't
in
worry.
version
Don't
of
worry,
Genesis.
game.
There is so much to learn in this quest, so I hope everyone checks it out.
Oh, come on, man. You can't just leave everyone hanging like that. How about some hints? Come on, please.
Hints? Tell us.
Please.
Pictures. Anything.
All right.
I want to know.
How can I say no?
I can't wait 13 days.
To Chibi Ito? You can't. Here's a little preview from the quest.
Ooh. Ooh, this is so
Two
cool.
people at the academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. From what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people.
Dude, that's
filling the
awesome. I never
gaps
thought
with their
that we would actually
imagination.
re-reference
At least
Tatarasuna
that's
again.
what they thought. Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Sabotaged. I have to think back because I played Tatarasuna so long ago, so like I don't remember a
I
lot.
guess we'll have to see.
But I know it's like
It
I'm
is
like wow,
interesting,
this
though,
quest is
to
like
see
really
the
cool and
Traveler,
important, and I
Nahida,
don't think they'll reference it
Scaramouche
again.
all together so peacefully like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this interlude chapter, Nahida will task the Traveler and Paimon with keeping an eye on Scaramouche while we go with him into Irminsul in search of some information.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's gonna be so much. That's gonna be so important, dude. Ugh.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, we're
And
actually
I'm
gonna
liking
be able to
Scaramouche's
just
new
be there.
Style. Ooh, dude's looking
crazy,
sharp.
Heck yeah, always. No. Right. And at this point, he's known by a completely different name, the Wanderer. I love that name.
Okay, so
Wanderer.
I
Oh,
know
sorry.
I'm not the only one who's curious about what happened. I mean, it looks like he's really changed a lot.
I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
I'm
But
surprised I didn't
I'm
even
afraid
notice it
that's all
because
we can
his
show
thing
for
is
now.
on his chest and his art's
Travelers
been
will
out for
have
a
to
while, but
experience the
like
story for
he
themselves
does have a
in-game.
Sumeru vision
I mean, it's
casing,
better to
so
explore the storyline without too many spoilers, right?
True.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
so
guess
funny
you're right.
because there's like the
Okay,
vision
we'll
casing
leave the rest
debate
for
for
travelers
vision
to
theory
discover
and like
themselves.
or just like
But
understanding
The
visions.
Wanderer is
but-
also going to be a new playable character in
Yeah.
version 3.3.
It's gonna be so
let's
funny
talk about
because
that.
if in the
I'm sure
cutscene
many
that
of
it
our
comes in
viewers
that
are
the vision
curious
just
about his
forms
Heck
or he
yeah,
doesn't even
sure
get
thing.
one, it just
Let's
happens.
have a look at the Wanderer.
And people are gonna be so
Come
mad because it's like, what do you mean?
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
What do you mean we can't see a vision?
It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Oh my goodness,
The
look
wind
at you.
rises.
What is his flying ability? Freaking fly hacks. It's probably a skill. Pew pew.
Bow your head.
Dang, bro. Okay. Oh, he's so cool. Wow.
Alright,
Wow.
Patrick, you're up. Help introduce the Wanderer for us.
Oh my
Sure
goodness, he
thing.
just stuck his
The
tongue out.
Wanderer
This
is a
dude.
catalyst
This
user
dude.
and has an animo vision, so he uses wind blades to perform ranged
Wind
normal
blade.
attacks.
Windblade.
Windblade.
Not the same as the Traveler's wind blade. So, as everyone probably already knows,
Oh, too
the
bad.
Wanderer can hover in the air
Too bad
when
Zach
he
couldn't
casts
be
his
here. He would
elemental
scream
skill.
Windblade.
Upon using his elemental skill, he will first deal AoE damage before leaping into the air and entering
Alright.
a hovering state. So, while hovering, the Wanderer's normal and charge attacks will be converted into Kugo Fushudan and Kugu Tofukai respectively.
Alright.
The damage they deal and their AoE will be increased.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Their
We can
damage
actually hit
will
like
be
targets
considered
that like we're
normal
not
and
supposed to. So
charge
like,
attack damage, respectively. Also, Kugu Tofukai will not consume stamina, and he can remain hovering for a certain duration.
okay.
That's so awesome. He can fly.
Wolf mouse
I
head.
know,
It's
right?
okay. Cow with
But
blue hat's
he
still
can't stay hovering forever. While hovering,
What?
the Wanderer
Boo.
constantly consumes Kuguryoku points to maintain his hovering
Okay,
state,
we get a little stamina
which is
bar.
the blue meter
I
you'll see
wonder
on
if
the
that
screen.
stuff is gonna be
Even
affected
if
by
he
food.
doesn't move or attack, hovering will still consume Kuguryoku points.
Oh, you can just smoothly
So
transition to
this
the gliding.
mechanic works
Nice.
a little differently than our typical stamina meter. There are many possible actions the Wanderer can perform while hovering in the air, which
I mean, first
all
off,
rely on
attacking.
Kuguryoku points rather than stamina. So, for
Yay,
example,
another useless plunge
sprinting
attack.
mid-air will consume additional Kuguryoku points
Yeah,
to
obviously.
accelerate mid-air. And holding the sprint button will cause
That's probably all the
persistent
footage they
point
could give.
consumption to maintain speed. So this effect will
They've been
replace
looping
his
it
default
over and over.
sprint. Jumping expends extra
Are they
Kuguryoku
in
points
this? Are they
to
in
increase
Sumeru?
hovering height.
It looks
Holding
yeah, it is. They
jump
have the
will
trees.
cause persistent Kuguryoku point consumption to keep increasing hovering height. Of
Oh yeah,
course,
you can just fly
running out
up.
of points will end his
I wonder how
hovering
what's the
state.
maximum if like it's higher than Kazuha charge.
Okay, so travelers will need to plan their actions while hovering.
Exactly. So with his talent, Jade Claim Flower, when casting his
Ooh.
elemental skill, if it contacts Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro, that instance of the skill will receive a corresponding
there's a little
buff
feather.
effect, depending on which element was contacted. So for example, increasing his Kuguryoku points cap, attack, crit rate, or restoring a set amount of energy upon hitting opponents with a
Cool.
normal
He's got a
or
little
charged
elemental
attack.
absorption
The
thing.
Wanderer can have up to 2 different kinds of these buffs simultaneously.
Oh wait, dude, since he's auto attacking, he can
look,
he could
check
probably
that out.
play with Raiden.
Part of the
That's
handle
funny.
behind him changes color depending on the buffs you get. So travelers will be able to easily understand.
That's gonna be because
what
like even like the
effects Wanderer
slashes look like
currently
Loki
has.
Light
I
Rain. They
like
have little
that.
galaxies inside them.
It's helpful and still looks really cool.
Yeah.
So after unlocking another talent, Gales
Oh,
of Reverie,
what's that?
when the Wanderer is in the hovering state, if his normal or charged attack hits an enemy, there is a set chance to gain another buff effect,
Oh.
allowing him to sprint midair without consuming Kuguryoku points.
Oh, that's awesome.
Additionally,
Okay, good.
this buff effect
Because like
will
obviously
fire
the biggest
wind arrows
concern for this
to
character is
attack
like,
the
okay, well like I need to use stamina
dope.
or
I'm
conserve
sure
my
extra buff
stamina
effects
so I
like
can
that will
rip
go a
off as
long
many
way for
attacks as I
players
can.
when they're in combat.
Yeah,
It's
for
kind of
sure.
like
And if you
the
noticed,
Clee
there's a
passive
colorful
where you can
aura of
like
light around his body
you
to
get
indicate
to
when that buff
fire
effect
off
is
a
triggered.
charge attack with no
That's
stamina
pretty
cost.
cool.
That's super
I
cool.
love all the detail they've put into the Wanderer.
All right, this brings us to the Wanderer's elemental burst.
Yay!
So, check this out. Upon unleashing his burst, he compresses
He
the
steps on
atmosphere
you.
and stomps it down toward the enemy.
Oh my god, he literally
Travelers
steps
should
on you.
note
Wow.
that if the Wanderer is in a hovering state when he unleashes his burst, then the hovering state will end and he will begin descending after
Oh,
the
okay.
burst is
So like
complete.
you wanna like skill
This
burst.
stomping
Super
animation
fast.
is a little aggressive.
It is.
Cool.
I know, and
The fans
it
will love
actually
it, though.
suits his character.
Hoyo
Yeah, I
knows.
can't help
Hoyo
it.
knows what they're doing.
Wait. Let's not forget about the exploration talent.
Oh, what is
yes.
it? What is it?
This is an interesting one. The Wanderer can decrease the mora required when ascending bows and catalysts.
Hey now, you can never complain
Oh
about
my
it,
goodness,
am I
it's
right?
the Raiden
That's
passive,
true.
but for bows and oh
All
my
right,
goodness.
now that we've seen the Wanderer,
Dude,
let's move
people
on
who
to the
have
next
Raiden
new
and
character.
Skara, they
Are you ready?
save
I'm
so
ready.
much. Like the
Yay.
passive to have everything is really crazy. Farazan!
What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Farozan,
Okay,
and I'll
bro.
see if I can pick that up.
She's got a thinking she's got a thinking emote. That's funny. I like that. That's super funny. You're gonna exploit that so much because you can
What
blur
is
out
it
the
that you'd
text.
like to learn more about? Different forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Huh. Wait. Did you forget to call me Madam Farozan just now when you asked your question?
Yes.
Whoa! What? There's nothing wrong with being afraid of thunder, even at an older age.
Oh, she sounds sassy.
She's
Smart
sassy.
too.
Who is
She seems so awesome.
Chandi
He's fun.
Parake? I've not heard of this voice actor.
I know,
They
her
might be
design
new,
is
but
so cool and really detailed. I love it.
they sounded
So,
very familiar.
even though she looks
I'll have to look
super
at it.
young, she's actually an old person? Like, where's my
100 years ago.
Well, she's
Huh.
not that old.
Oh, right.
Man.
Farazan's age is probably still nothing compared to Scaramouche.
True,
But let's
true.
call him the Wanderer, Sarah.
Okay, you know who I meant.
Called out. Called
Actually,
out. Too
now
bad.
that
I'm
I
calling you
think about it,
Scaramouche. You can't
Yokai
stop
can
me.
also live a really long time too.
That's right. Yeah, no, and speaking of age, isn't the traveler's age also kind of mysterious?
Yeah, we're like a billion years
That's
old.
true. It looks like all of our characters are intriguing. But it's safe to say that Farazan is way older than most people in Teyvat. Farazan works in
okay,
the Academia's
interesting.
Haravatat Darshan and has been a hairbod, which roughly means mentor, for over a century.
So
Oh,
I bet
wow.
everyone out there is wondering if she's also some kind of creature blessed with long life, you know? Like Klee?
Yeah.
No, she's actually just.
They're
your
pulling out
regular,
every
typical
character,
human
like,
being.
oh, this character,
well,
this character.
maybe not so typical. About 100 years ago, Faruzan was an undisputed genius, traveling all around Sumeru and solving many puzzles and mysteries. The notes she left behind eventually became the basis of mechanical research for later generations.
Whoa, she
Oh, wow.
sounds pretty amazing.
I wonder if there's references to
But
her in
later,
books.
she
I'd have to look.
accidentally
I doubt
stumbled
it
into
though.
some ruins
I
while
don't think
trying to
that
solve a
would work.
puzzle. There, she encountered some strange phenomena.
Her passive
which
talent
stopped her
is
from
puzzle
aging,
solving. In
and was
Sumeru,
trapped
if there's
there
any
for
puzzle,
nearly 100
she just
years.
auto solves it.
She eventually solved the puzzle and was able to finally return to Sumeru.
Hey.
Can you imagine?
she's been
being
stuck in,
trapped
like, a
puzzle
domain
for
in space-time.
100 years? Wait,
That's
wait.
crazy.
So that's how she's been hairbod for over a century.
Yeah.
And even now,
That's gonna be
she
interesting.
still has
I wonder
the
if they
pride of a
expand on
scholar
that,
in her heart and is
in
a
her
very
story.
talented person.
Or if
It's
she gets
just
to
that
like
after
have
being
some
separated from the world for so long, she's kind of fallen behind the times now.
time.
Oh, hey, I get what you mean. She was once a proud researcher in a niche field that has become unpopular after 100 years. So, is she still completely dedicated to her field?
Yep. And she often tries using her old age
It's
as a
banned,
means of
too,
drumming
so,
up
like,
support
that's
for her
another thing.
ideas. However,
And
I
or
think
that,
she'd
like,
prefer
people
to
have
be
already
complained about for
exceeded,
using
like,
her
the
seniority
stuff she
rather
left
than
behind.
garnering sympathy for her experience of being trapped in the ruins.
Yeah, sounds
I
like
wonder if we get a
she's
hangout right away. It might not.
I know, right?
Because like there's a bunch of
Okay,
hangouts missing
so
right now.
now
so
that we've covered her backstory, why don't we take a look at Faruzan's abilities in combat?
yes,
Fight,
tell us.
Fight, fight, fight.
Fight, 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 fight.
100 years have passed, yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia.
Oh well.
Dare to mess with me?
All right, get a little Lucifer's thing. Get an arrow,
Have fun
arrow.
with this gift.
Polyhedron. Roll a d20.
I love
That was so
all the
fast, I didn't
geometric
understand
shapes
anything.
when
All I
she's
saw was a
playing.
vacuum.
Did you guys see that?
Yes.
It's
there's
like-
so
it's
much
like the super short
geometry,
vacuum wave
and
from
I
the
took
events.
geometry.
It looks so cool.
Ah, yeah.
So
Dude, she's
Faruzan
attacking with
is an
math.
animo character, and she wields a bow as her weapon. Her normal attacks are the usual bow attacks you'd expect
Pew,
from a bow
pew.
user, so there's not too much to say
Finally,
about that.
no more,
But her
no more
skills
Dainsley
are
out here
things
like
interesting.
all
Her elemental skill
the
deploys
normal,
a
the normal
polyhedron that
attack.
deals damage to
Pyramidon
enemies.
Papilio attacks
After
up to
using her
5
skill,
times.
her next aimed shot will become a special attack that creates
Uh-oh,
a vortex,
it's
pulling
an
nearby
arrow
objects and
buffer.
opponents
I
in.
hate those.
Nice. So she can clump enemies together.
And there's also another thing about her special charged attack. It will create a vortex effect at its point of
That is
impact.
nice though.
And if the
I do
attack
like how
hits
it
an
has
enemy or
that instead of
ally
like what
member,
Sara does,
It'll
which
apply a mark and create a vortex
she
after
just
a
does her
short
dumb
delay.
teleport.
Okay. So it looks like there will be
Okay,
a lot
Hazel,
of
go.
potential
Good to
uses for
see
this
him.
attack. Travelers will have to experiment with it and see what they come up with.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing
Got a little
to try
triangle.
hitting teammates
It looks
with
like the
arrow in
triangle
co-op
from
mode
Shades
and
and
have them
Beats.
charge into
Oh.
the enemies to group them all together. I'll have to see who wants to try that with me. After unlocking the talent Impetuous Flow,
Oh,
the
oh yeah,
time
it would
for fully
affect please. Oh,
charging
that's cool.
Faruzan's next shot will be reduced, and the arrow will reduce the target enemy's animo resistance.
Ooh, okay.
In her elemental burst, she deploys a
She gets an
dazzling
instant charge, which is
polyhedron
nice,
and
too.
releases a whirlwind pulse. Throughout its duration, the dazzling polyhedron will
What's it do?
continuously move along a triangular path.
Just does
Once
animo.
it reaches each corner of that triangular path, it will unleash one more whirlwind pulse.
Yeah. 1 minute she's here.
One there,
next
and
she's
is that the last one?
probably gone
Nope.
for 100 years.
It doesn't show the full duration because it said it finishes the triangle, but like where? See, what's nice is that it does travel in a triangle, so like you do know exactly where it's going,
Anyway,
unlike
let's hear
a
what
Ganyu
effects
burst
these
where it's like
whirlwind
it's
pulses
random
have.
basically.
Sure. When the whirlwind pulse hits opponents, it will decrease their animo resistance. It will
Nice.
also apply an animo damage buff effect to all nearby party members.
Oh, okay,
Travelers
she's
should
the
note that
ultimate
the
animo
effective
buffer.
range of this buff is quite large, and it's not just within the whirlwind pulse itself.
We knew she was
so
gonna be a
there's
support,
no
but
need
not
to
to
go
this
chasing
extent.
the polyhedron. After unlocking her talent, Lost Wisdom of the Seven Caverns, when a team member uses normal, charged, or plunging attacks,
Oh.
elemental skills, or elemental bursts to deal animo damage to an enemy,
Oh, just
the
animo.
damage will increase based on Faruzan's base attack. This effect
Ooh.
can only be triggered once for a certain duration of
Oh,
time.
that's gonna make her.
so it
That's gonna
seems to
make
be
building her
self
really easy
support.
then.
Yeah.
Totally. And as a researcher of mechanics and
Oh.
puzzles, Faruzan has taken it upon herself to explore many ruins.
It's the
With her
time passive.
travels
It may at
taking
least
her
it's the time
all
passive.
across
That will
Sumeru.
matter.
Her exploration talent reflects this. and she gains more rewards when dispatched on a Sumeru expedition for 20 hours.
I mean, that'd be great if Sumeru had better items.
100 years of experience in solving puzzles.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty hard to beat. So, the big question is, when can travelers expect to get these new characters?
That is a good question.
In like
Let's
13
talk
days.
about the upcoming event
But
wishes.
who else is
In
there?
the
It's
early
probably
part of
Ito,
version
considering. Yeah, there he
3.3,
is.
The Wanderer and Arataki
Yeah.
Ito will be available via their own event wishes. Faruzan will also be making her debut in these event wishes.
Yes. Thank
In
goodness.
the later part of version 3.3, we'll be seeing
I'm
rerun
chilling,
event wishes
actually.
for both the Raiden Shogun and Kami
Depending on who comes next.
And last
I
but
mean,
not
I'll go
least,
for Raiden
the
for
new
fun, but like
5-star
that's about it.
catalyst, Tule Tule's Remembrance,
I
will
want
be
that.
appearing in a new weapon event wish.
Although I
And
never,
that's
I
not
hate
all.
weapons.
In version 3.3, 2 brand new artifact series will become
Ooh,
available.
artifacts.
So travelers should be sure to check out the corresponding domain.
It's that time. It's that time of the update cycle.
Alright.
I hope travelers will
Anime
have fun
damage bonus,
experimenting and
elemental
trying new
mastery. Oh
combinations
boy.
with these.
Oh, and they look
Okay,
like the
We've already talked about a ton of
the
new content,
robots
so
from
why
the
don't
desert.
we take a quick break with another redemption code?
No.
Sounds good.
Here,
Well,
since we're taking a break, let's take a look here. Another EM set, which is great because obviously Dendro wants that, and then bonus to Bloom, Hyper Bloom, or Virgin. Okay, so the Bloom setup, and then when charged attack hits opponents, the equipping character's normal attack speed will increase by 10%, while normal and charged attack and plunging attack damage will increase by 40%. Wow. Okay. That's really strong.
well,
That
let's
can
go.
not only go on Skara, but more people. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's super. Are we gonna have Hazo in event? No way. Cause he got that last minute. He got that last minute release where he just like no events for you. Hopefully. Redemptions are limited, so act fast. Well, yeah, man.
That's right.
You know.
Next.
So next, we'll be covering the upcoming events for the new version.
That's right. We've
The
already mentioned the
Aikitsu
Test of Courage
Kimonodeshi.
event, and I'm sure plenty of you were wondering
That's a
about
fun. Is that
that.
what is
so let's
that?
start
Oh, it's a
there.
sword.
Aha!
Oh.
You must be here to participate in the test of courage. I can already see a
Oh, they said
dark
this in
aura
the
surrounding
start.
the two of you. If you carelessly go running into
Oh.
the event, all it'll take is one little misstep, and the darkness will swallow you up.
Ooh, spooky.
Some strange and unusual things may occur along the way. If you ever
Creepy
feel
face
you can't
turn.
handle it, you may withdraw from the
Genshin
event
Impact is
at
a
any
horror
time.
game.
This
Ah.
is your last
Oh, that is
chance.
creepy.
I'll count it down. 3, 2,
Doggo.
1. Welcome to the test of courage. Enter at your own risk.
This is the Halloween event that we
was
wanted to
pretty
do, but we didn't have time for it, so we pushed it back beyond Halloween. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it is a test of courage, so I'm sure there'll be some scary stuff going on there.
I ain't scared.
Anyway,
It's by the
to
Yashiro
successfully
Commission.
clear this event, we'll be facing a series of little tests.
Ooh, what's
Alright,
this?
so there's a new
Tests, you
sword.
say?
That sounds.
Yes,
that
that's
looks
right.
like fun.
Word has it that if you walk around the test
Very
of
interesting, though,
courage,
because
you
they
might
usually
find
line
yourself
up with the character.
encountering a special sort of game.
Alright, what is this?
We've already got the rules down, so I'll do a
Start
quick introduction.
Akusi.
Basically, travelers will have to control a bouncing bar to bounce a ball and use skill ball
It's
effects to break
frickin'
as many
Breakout,
bricks
dude.
as possible.
Okay, I'm liking this one. Seems pretty straightforward.
During the game, travelers will
Except
be
that
able
you
to
have
trigger
elements, you have to
elemental
change
reactions
colors.
to break
So it's like
bricks
more
effectively.
complicated than Breakout.
Haha, nice!
Oh, that's super
It even
cool,
has
though.
elemental reactions.
Yeah, we can control
That's
the
super
character
cute.
to move the bar. When the character we're using is either pyro, hydro, cryo, or electro, the corresponding
Oh,
element
and
will
you
be
can
applied
only
to the
break
bar.
it a certain way.
By
Okay.
switching characters, you can change the element of the
That's
bar.
actually so creative.
Okay, all the pieces
Like-
are falling in place now. The bar can infuse a certain element, and the blocks also have their
Oh, you even
own
have little
elements.
shooters.
So causing a skill ball of one element.
I'm gonna go crazy
to
on this
blocks
game
of
mode, dude.
Different elements will trigger elemental reactions. There, how'd I do?
Yep, you nailed it. The bar will
Oh, they
add
disabled
the
alt
element
sprint too, so you
corresponding to
can't.
your character.
You can't be like. You
Besides
can't be like
triggering
Yelen. Use your
reactions the way you
element
just
skill and
mentioned,
just zip around.
If a skill ball is
I'd
already
totally do
infused
that.
by an element and it hits the bar, it will also trigger a reaction, causing the skill
Are the
ball
meters
to have
building
some
whenever you do
additional
that?
effects.
They are. Okay, so you have to
When
build meter
preparing
if you
your
want to do
team,
it.
you can equip modifiers to receive various buff effects. to
I'd
help you
probably
successfully
just.
clear
I'd
a
probably
challenge.
do the two ball plus like
Also, when
because
there
like
are
there's
less
some
than a
movement
certain
speed
amount
I
of
can
bricks
see.
on the board, and the ball lands
There's a
another
combo
hit,
count thing.
the bar will unleash fireworks.
I think the fireworks and the double ball is probably the best combo. Because like, when you play it, if you've been playing these arcade games for a long time, because like this is all I played when I first started playing video games.
So travelers
Like
will need to
this
select
is like
characters
that's like
with the
super
right
powerful,
elements,
so you don't have to
equip
rely
the
on the ball.
appropriate modifiers,
And the
use
timer's
different
going down
elemental
too, so like you
reactions to
want
break
fireworks
bricks
like that. That's
and
super
score
broken.
more points.
And then travelers will be able to use their points to
Free shots
exchange
are
for
always super
rewards in the
broken.
event shop, correct?
In
That's
breakout
right.
games.
Also, travelers will have the option of teaming up and playing the event together.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah. In
I don't know how
addition
that's
to
gonna
this
work, but
minigame,
sure.
The test of
Oh, wait,
courage
dude, it's
storyline
like
will
split
also
pad.
contain
Oh,
more challenges. Travelers will even have a chance
I'm
to
stupid,
meet
bro.
with some good friends again. So be sure to check
You get
out
to
this
split
new
the
event.
pad in half, and then you'll be
All
able
right,
to play together.
let's
That's
move
awesome.
on to our next event.
Okay, so next up, we have a
What is
race
this
event
one?
called Across the Wilderness.
Ooh,
Your
Mondstadt event,
objective,
very nice for
collecting
the new players.
balloons.
Woo!
Heck
I
yeah!
don't know, seems like the Wanderer's abilities might come in real handy here.
Hey guys, you should wish for our character. Wink,
In
wink.
this event, each stage will have wilderness balloons scattered all around. Travelers will need to find as many wilderness balloons as possible within the time limit to earn increasingly better rewards. So during the challenge, travelers
Imagine
will
you
be
the
able to
Devo
utilize
player.
their character's skills and talents.
Aether, you missed so many.
It'll be important to
What's wrong
assemble
with
the
you?
right team depending on the traits and terrain.
Do
of
I
the
get?
challenge
I can
area.
see my skill
Oh,
icon, so
Yeah,
I'm
so
chilling.
travelers can also use something called the Wilderness Compass to obtain various buffs,
Ooh,
which
nice,
include
nice,
enhanced
nice.
jumping
More movement.
capabilities,
I love that.
increased movement
If
speed,
you didn't
or
pull for Scar,
eliminate
here you
stamina,
go.
etc.
Ooh, cool.
However, you can only claim one buff during each challenge.
Okay.
You must consume
This looks
blessed
like a ton of
energy
fun.
to use the compass and gain the selected buff. You may charge the compass up by finding wilderness balloons or interacting with blessed energy in the challenge. Or you
Think
can
those are
always
yellow-
wait for the
little
compass to
yellow dots.
passively charge over time.
Yo, this event looks pretty crazy. It's almost like watching parkour.
Parkour.
Yeah, there are two different kinds of wilderness balloons in these challenges. The first
only
is
been
harvest
ones.
balloons, which will increase the overall progress of your search for wilderness balloons. The other kind is sonar balloons, which will
What does that
cause
do?
several harvest balloons to appear around you for a set amount of time.
Oh, it's a freaking
So
red
there will be
point for
5
Mario.
stages available for this event, and travelers will need to
Oh,
consider
wow.
the
Okay, so
conditions
it is in
and
Super Mario
terrain
as
of
well.
each stage to come up with the best
That's
way
smart.
to
I
complete
mean,
it.
I'm glad they have it
Also,
in Mondstadt.
travelers may team up in co-op
Ooh,
mode
in the
for
underground
challenges.
desert. Okay, very
Ooh,
good
more
with that.
chances to play together. I love it.
Yeah, same. Okay. let's
Ooh,
move
and it's
on to our
co-op.
next
Yes.
Everyone's favorite game of hide and seek is back. which
Yeah,
is amazing. And
let's
of course,
go.
It's going to be another co-op event, and I, for one, am super excited for it.
There's nothing like a good co-op. Many of you might already be familiar with this event by now, but there have been a few changes. Let me introduce what travelers can expect to see this time around.
Ooh, what are the
We
changes?
can probably skip some of the basics this time.
Yeah,
you know,
come on, we know how
players
to play.
either hide or seek. And then...
Hide
Wait,
and
wait a
seek?
second.
No
There
way.
actually might be some new travelers out there who've never seen this event before, so
They
why
can
don't you start
read.
with some of the basics?
No.
Right, good point.
Don't.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. This is a game with a long history in Monster.
Y'all, they
Travelers
can
will
Oh my
be
goodness,
split
it's all the
into two
Inazuma
different
guys.
sides, the rebels and the
Except for
hunter.
Goro.
You will need to use skills and master
Of course
the art of
Hazo's the
hiding
hunter.
or chasing down others to win this event. The goal
He's
of the
gotta find
hunter
the
is
troublemakers.
to capture all the rebels, while the rebels run or use other means to keep themselves from getting caught by the hunter.
Okay, that's
It's
straightforward
an
enough.
NPC. I think we
So
had
what
this
else you got
before.
for us?
Yeah.
Well, some travelers may remember playing as the rebels and getting caught early in the game. Once that would happen, all you could do was spectate and watch the rest.
Or we can have
of
a
the others
revive
continue
system?
playing. But this time around, once you're caught, you'll still be able to participate in the match even in observer mode.
Ooh.
Hey, there we go. Okay,
That's
good.
pretty
They
cool.
added that
Once
feature.
you're in observer mode, you can't be seen by other players and will receive the illusory beacon skill. This skill will allow you to place a random beacon to confuse the hunter. If
Oh,
the
we
beacon
placed random
successfully
tree.
tricks the hunter and is destroyed, then the hunter will suffer an obscured vision effect.
How long did that
Even
last though?
after
Because that
you've been
it's like
captured,
the
you
Mario
can be
Kart
like a
logic,
little
dude. Like it
ghost
doesn't
trying
work.
to help your teammates by disrupting the hunter.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Most of the
fun.
time, people spam
And
that
at
skill
least you
anyway,
won't
so
have
like
to
it'll
sit
probably
there and
catch
just
them. Like you
watch
just
the
want to.
rest of the match
The
anymore.
strat is to
Exactly,
run next
but
to them
what does
and
the
just place
hunter
it
get
down.
This time? I mean, we got to keep it fair.
Some new windward arts have been added for both the hunter
Ooh,
and the
nice,
rebels.
nice.
The hunter will now be able to use the hunter's net.
Ooh, you can
This
range
net
now.
Can be thrown and will remove any rebel disguises within its range. And
Wow, that's
will
good.
notify
That's
the
pretty
hunter if a
good.
rebel was detected. If a beacon is caught in the net, it'll be destroyed, and the hunter will not suffer from obscured vision.
Nice. So I guess if you love playing Hunter, you'll probably love this.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. The skill rebels used in previous versions of the game to place beacons can now only be used by players in observer.
It's too bad there's like no
However,
revive quirk.
the
I mean, like they don't want the
rebels will be
games to
able
go on
use
too
an
long, but like
all-new concealing
this is
beacon
decent.
skill.
They should make
This
the
skill will allow you to
the
deploy a beacon
blinding
for a
the
set
blinding effect
duration
bigger though,
and remain
because
invisible while
when
you're
that
around
happens
it.
in game, it's just like it's
All
again it's the
players,
Mario Kart
including
lot,
your
just like
rebel
oh
teammates,
no,
will
I
be
can't
unable
see.
to see you while you're invisible.
What am I going to
If the
do?
concealing beacon is destroyed by the hunter, then the hunter will have their vision obscured for a short time. Sounds pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if you end up being captured by the hunter at the start of the game, you'll still be able to
It's
participate.
decent.
And
I mean, at the end of the day,
and
Windtrace is super fun.
did I
So.
mention Primo Gems and other rewards?
Yeah.
Ah, the good stuff.
Interesting how it
Be
has
sure
that
to check it out.
Sumeru rewards.
Oh, that's awesome.
Even though it's a monster
Seriously,
event.
I can't wait to play with friends. Okay, our next event is
It's
a
nice too because this
combat-based
one will
event.
be
Time for
unlocked,
some
so.
combat!
Whoop, whoop.
In a
Combat.
forbidden place warded by dust and sand.
Misty
Mysterious
Dungeon.
foes have assembled lines of fortifications to stop your coming.
Dude, this update is
That's
yeah.
right,
If this
a
is
new
like
edition
anything
of
like the original Misty
will
Dungeon,
arrive in version 3.3.
then this is gonna be a good update.
But this time around, there will be a total of 7 trials with different themes awaiting you in the Misty
Oh.
Dungeon.
No.
Each has a different ley line disorder, and travelers will have to adjust their
Man.
teams according to the disorder's effects and the distribution of enemies. There will
You got a lot of
also
trial
be trial
characters, though, that's
characters
good.
for you to select from as well. After
they
entering
made
the
new
domain,
dungeons, nice.
travelers will need to go and complete 3 challenges to collect ancient runes. After collecting power from 3 ancient runes, we can power up the control array and proceed to the final challenge. Also, throughout
That's
the
really
trial,
too bad, like
additional
they're-
benediction mechanisms and challenges will appear. Travelers may choose to interact with these to increase the ley line disorder's
Revisit
effects
Inazuma Misty
or
Dungeon.
revive and heal your team.
You know, if it were up to me, I'd say just go for all the challenges.
Exactly.
I know,
agree.
but travelers should keep in mind that the challenge objective for each trial might be different. So be sure to check the objective and aim
Look
for
at
that
them
while
playing
proceeding. In
frickin'
terms of
Hyper
rewards,
Miko.
travelers can look forward to winning Primo Gems and other various prizes.
Can we have infinity
Ooh,
mode,
I like
please,
prizes.
please?
And last but not least, version 3.3 will also have
Yeah.
leyline overflow events. Travelers can
Finally,
look
dude,
forward
it's
to
been
saving
so
their
long.
resin and
They're
earning
just like,
more
nah,
and
you have a
experience,
new
but
region. You're not allowed to do
Nice,
that.
that's awesome. That'll be great for all the travelers out there still leveling up all their new characters. And
Literally
even if you don't need
everyone,
those resources
Max.
now, it's always good to stock up and have more on hand. Am I right?
Yeah. So travelers
You guys
looking to
are
upgrade
doing
their
an
characters
endless
won't
supply
wanna
of
miss this.
characters, so.
Yeah, I mean, this is all good stuff.
In addition to the new version's limited
Hey!
content, version 3.3 will also be adding a new
It's too bad they're
tournament
using
game
the
mode called
Misty. I think that's the only
Genius
disappointing thing is that they're
Invocation
reusing Misty Dungeon, but it's not infinite.
But before we get into that, let's
Or it's
take
not,
another
random.
quick break and enjoy a redemption code.
Yay, redemption code.
Slap
It's
that
gonna be the
code on
same
the
art.
screen.
Watch. It's gonna be the same art. 3, 2, 1. I knew it. It's animated though. That's super nice. I wish we had access to these assets because it's such a useful thing to have, but I gotta Photoshop it out myself. So let's move on.
By storm. In the version 3.1 special program,
Please be good.
we already
Please.
revealed that Genius Invocation TCG
I see
will
a
be
dice
card
over
game
there.
where we can challenge various characters and NPCs or battle against your friends. But there is actually a legend behind this game. It is
Oh.
said that a young
Lore.
guy in Sumeru found an ancient casket of tomes in the attic.
I really hope for
Opened
new
it
players
and
this isn't
discovered
locked
that the
to
soul
Sumeru
of
because
an
that's
ancient TCG
dumb.
player called the Crocodile King had been captured inside.
What a name.
It turns out
Like, this
that
is
the
stuff,
Crocodile
especially 'cause
King
it's
was
multiplayer, you
King
should be able
Deshret's
to unlock right
viceroy,
away.
who battled an opponent
Because
named
like
the
fishing is
Ibis
locking
King.
Inazuma and that's really stupid.
During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes.
Ouch, game over.
After being
Ah
unexpectedly
yes, the
released
deep
by
lore,
the
I
kid,
don't care.
the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks to becoming a legendary TCG player.
Nice.
They're
Hey,
actually
just me, or does
using
that
the
kinda
term
sound like a plot to
TCG
a
in the
light
game just
novel?
feels so tacky.
You're right. It turns out that Yai Publishing House is about to release a hit light novel series based on Genius Invocation TCG.
That's another thing.
Okay,
I'm
now
really
this is
shocked
starting to sound like a plug for Yai
they
Publishing
didn't do
House.
an event for this to promote it.
Maybe.
Because, like,
But
a
anyway,
new game
that's
mode,
the
like,
legend
especially
on
one
how
that's
Genius
permanent, you'd want to
Invocation
promote.
TCG came to be.
Like,
Though it's
with
probably
this.
just a story they
Which
came
they
up
didn't.
with.
They
for marketing
honestly
the
should
game.
have.
So while you were
They
telling us
really
about the
like.
story,
Okay, it would
I
suck
was
to
over
not have
here
a combat
researching the
event
rules to the game.
for the update, but at the
Basically,
same time, like,
Genius
since they
Invocation
didn't even
TCG
like
is a game where you use a
do much with
constructed
it
deck
this
of
time,
cards
like they're
to
doing
duel
like
against
this
an
is
opponent.
a better
The
idea.
objective is to defeat all of your opponent's character cards.
That's right.
Also, there are many features and mechanics in the game that resonate with Genshin Impact's gameplay, so it shouldn't be too hard for players to get the hang of.
Yeah.
Right, I even saw some elemental reactions in
Only
the gameplay.
3 cards though. That's
Yup,
kind of
a constructed deck must contain character cards. And as you might expect, these character cards have a
They're
normal
animated,
attack,
though.
an
That's
elemental
awesome.
skill, and an elemental burst. So when a character card deals elemental damage to an enemy, it will cause them to be affected by
It's
that
too bad you
element.
don't have a light point
Then
system on
you
your
can
side
switch
though.
to a character card of a different element and use their abilities to trigger
Wonder what
an
those two are
elemental
doing up there.
reaction.
Wait, did you guys notice that there are even monster character cards? Can we even make a deck of, like, just the monsters from the game?
Yes, we can.
You're really getting into this, Max.
Heck yeah, I am.
Of course, he uses Ito.
I like card games.
Who doesn't?
People
So
would never
in
play them.
Genius Invocation TCG,
Dice!
all actions require you to spend elemental dice. Each round, both you and your opponent will roll 8
no.
elemental dice. Each of these elemental dice
RNG.
can have any one of 8 elemental attributes.
Hold on, but there's only 7 elements in the world of Teyvat.
You're right. So in addition to the 7 standard elements, there's also one called the Omni element. Elemental
Omni.
dice required for a character card to perform an action correspond
That's the
to
8th element. We
character's
found
element.
it. Omni.
So, for example, a Pyro character like D-Luke needs either Pyro or Omni elemental dice to perform an action. Clear now?
Okay.
Yep, Chris.
That's super RNG reliant
Also,
though.
elemental dice can be used to switch characters or play a variety of other cards, such as equipment cards, event cards, and support cards. All these
I really
cards
hope
treat
there's at least like
potential for a variety
relative
of
depth
strategies.
because what
Right.
worries me
While
is like
playing Genius Invocation
seeing that
TCG,
everything. Oh, there's a
travelers can earn
there's a
player
cat.
experience, which will
The
increase
talking
your
cat.
player level.
I'm
As
really
your level
worried.
increases,
Oh, wait,
you'll
is
be
this the
able to
cat's
challenge
tail?
More characters and NPCs.
No way.
By completing challenges, you may earn lucky coins, new cards, or other rewards.
Yeah.
Lucky coins can be exchanged
Yeah,
in the event
boy.
shop for cards,
Oh boy.
or can even unlock dynamic skins for certain cards.
Dynamics.
Ah, yes, the skin.
Those are cards that have
4,000
unique
coin.
illustrations.
Wow.
That's right. All character cards can unlock a dynamic skin. After unlocking that, there'll even be a cool bonus animation whenever you cast that character's elemental burst.
Cool.
And if you're
That's
confident
funny.
in your TCG skills, you can also invite a friend to duel. After reaching a high enough player level, you'll even unlock a matchmaking mode. So be sure to give it a try.
Travelers
You have to
should
unlock
note
the
that
matchmaking
playing
mode? What the
against their
heck,
friends
game?
or other travelers won't
It better
count
not be
towards
too
any
annoying to do that.
leaderboards or provide any rewards. So you can relax. It's all just for fun.
I do worry about because
Okay,
considering that
that's
your
everything
HP
we
pool is
have for
only
Genius
30
Invocation
and like they're
TCG,
dealing
and
like
that
5
brings
damage
us
per
to the
hit, like
end
that's
of
a short
today's
round.
special program.
Oh.
So, what did you think?
Why do I?
You get
it
one
have
dice
to be
reroll, too, which is
over?
nice.
There's so much that this version has to offer.
Yeah, I can't even take it all in right now. I'm just.
I
super
would
stoked to
agree.
be
I mean,
on
what
this.
I'm happy about is the
I
co-op
think
game
I
modes.
just
Those are
need
the
some
best.
Kuguryoku points just
Considering we
doing
have
this.
access to 3 of them this time.
Man, the new characters look cool.
They do.
I know. What about Scaramouche hovering?
Scaramouche hovering is
I know, that's
awesome. I want
awesome.
to see how high he can go because then he'll
That's
definitely
awesome,
join
and I
like my main
cannot wait
exploration team.
to play in some of these
He
events
might
and
even like
minigames.
not even
I'm
gonna
super
lie. He
excited.
might replace Xiao
This was so fun. I'm really glad that we
because
got to do
he
the
won't
special
kill as
program
fast
I'm
as
so
together.
Xiao,
happy
but
I got to come back
he'll
for
move
another
faster,
special
which is more
program.
important.
This is my 3rd time being on one of these, and I can't wait.
Come
for
back,
number
Max
4. I'm
Middleton.
counting.
We love
I'm
you.
so happy. This is my first one. So
You jump
thank
scared
you
me at the
for
start, which is
having
mean,
me.
but you know we'll take
Doesn't
it.
it feel good?
Yes,
Doesn't
I
it feel
feel
good to
honored
feel
to be here.
special?
Seriously, I'm
Do
just
you
like-
feel special?
I really do. Thank you.
Patrick Plaza finally
Well,
free from his
I
shackles.
think this is the end of our special program.
No,
So, I
sad.
hope everyone enjoyed it. and
Thankfully they made
we'll
it quick
see you in
because
game.
I was expecting
Okay,
them to take like
bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.
5 billion
Bye,
years
everyone.
on the card
See you
game.
later.
Oh, Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Alright, that happened. Yeah, so once again, before we get the discussion started, thank you again to Cat with the Blue Hat for restreaming this program, because seriously, Genshin Impact really decided, like, I think it was, I forgot what update it was, but they decided to just not upload until, like, a certain time, which, like, wouldn't be fair to me, because, like, then I would have to stay up even later than I usually do for, like, these things. But yeah, so that is a 3.3 special program, all senses clear and all existence void. Super interesting. I'll cover the events first, because that's less important. Like I said, multiplayer events are always the best. They're super fun. The Breakout, the Atari Breakout game, or like just Breakout, I guess you could call it, is super fun. And you can also do in co-op, so you can split pad it, which is super awesome too. Like, I think that's a good, I mean, like, if you're someone who grew up playing those games, like, it's a very nice little nod. What else? Can't really think of nothing else. I'm super excited for Scaramouche's story. It's also an Archon interlude quest. It's gonna be super interesting. Misty Dungeon, the dud is, like, Misty Dungeon, because they're reusing the name, and it's not what Misty Dungeon was, but whatever. But yeah, that's about it. Scaramouche is super exciting, Firestone's super exciting, and I just can't wait for this update. It can't come any sooner. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.